No one was really prepared when the news began circulating slowly on social media, then exploded without warning. Japan, a country that has often been a stopover for BTS's busy schedule, suddenly became the center of the world's attention, not because of a big concert or official agenda, but because of a simple moment, too quiet, too natural, involving Taehyung and Jungkook. No announcements, no teasers, no professional cámaras. Only two figures, known to the world as global stars, are caught living in almost ordinary time. And that's precisely why armies around the world are making a scene. It all started with a few blurry photos and short video snippets circulating on online platforms. The location isn't clear at first, just a small hint of Japanese shop signs, dim streetlights, and a quiet night. Taehyung and Jungkook are seen walking side by side, dressed in casual clothes, without flashy escorts. No contrived expressions, no gestures as if prepared for the public. They seem relaxed, occasionally chuckling, occasionally silent, as if the world around them is not paying attention. In fact, the world is holding its breath. The army moved quickly. In a matter of minutes, the location is estimated, the time is rearranged, and every detail is analyzed. Why are they in Japan together? Why without an official schedule? Why does the atmosphere feel so different from your usual public appearances? The questions spread as fast as light, fueling speculation, discussion, and a sense of curiosity that is difficult to contain. But what stole the most attention was not their existence in Japan, but the atmosphere that surrounded the moment. Taehyung is seen turning his head toward Jungkook several times while speaking, with a small, calm smile, not a stage smile, but one that appears when one feels comfortable. Jungkook, on the other hand, appears more expressive, laughing more freely, his shoulders occasionally leaning toward Taehyung, as if accustomed to sharing personal space without hesitation. There is no distance, no tensión, only togetherness feels sincere. An eyewitness who was at the scene said that they did not try to attract attention. If you didn't know who they were, you'd think they were just two people enjoying the night, he said. There is no aura of excessive celebrity. They really look peaceful. The testimony only reinforced the army's reaction, because such peace is rarely seen in a figure whose life is always under the spotlight. What makes this moment even more talked about is its timing. After various conversations, rumors, and pieces of interaction that had previously sparked debate, about jokes, about words considered too deep, the quiet emergence of Taehyung and Jungkook in Japan felt like an answer without an official statement. No clarificación, no refutación. Only joint presence speaks in its own way. The international media began to raise this story with a cautious tone. Not sensational, but full of emphasis on the human side. Many call this moment a reminder that behind the hectic schedules, big concepts, and demands of the industry, there are still human beings who need space to breathe. Japan, with its silent night atmosphere and slower rhythm, seems to be the perfect setting for it. Army was split on one thing in common: warm feelings. Not panic, not jealousy, not drama. Many fans actually expressed relief. Seeing Taehyung and Jungkook laughing lightly, walking carefree, and not looking depressed gave the impression that no matter what happened before, they were fine. Even more than that, they looked comfortable with each other on various forums. Fans talk about small details that usually go unnoticed by the public. The way Jungkook adjusted his pace to match Taehyung's. The way Taehyung listened, waiting for Jungkook to finish his sentence before responding. Simple things that cannot be engineered because they arise naturally when two people already understand each other's rhythms. There was also a highlight of how the two laughed together when they realized that someone recognized them. Not an awkward laugh, but a laugh that seemed to say, yes, that's how it is. There is no attempt to close oneself excessively, but also not to seek the spotlight. It's that balance that makes this moment feel so powerful that in a world of entertainment that is often filled with large and dramatic narratives, this incident stands out precisely for its simplicity. No new conflicts, no shocking statements. Just two people who choose to be together in a time and place that demands nothing from them but to be themselves. And for the army, That's more than enough that a few days after the news circulated, the intensity of the conversation did not subside either. Not out of scandal, but out of tender curiosity. Curiosity mixed with hope. Many interpret this moment as a sign that Taehyung and Jungkook's relationship, whatever it may be, is in a healthy and stable state. That jokes, misunderstandings, or speculations do not shake the foundations that have been built over the years. Japan also became a symbol of a small but meaningful chapter in their journey. Not the announced round, not the one that was planned for the public, but the one that was caught by accident, and precisely because it felt real. Amidst the bustle of the global industry, that quiet moment stands as a beautiful contrast. In the end, what made ARMY really excited was not the question of what really happened, but rather the feeling left by the moment. A sense of warmth, a sense of calm, and confidence that Taehyung and Jungkook know what they're doing. That behind all speculation, there is a togetherness that does not need to be explained in words. Unexpectedly in Japan, the world witnessed something simple but powerful. Two global stars walking side by side, laughing quietly, and letting the moment speak for itself. And perhaps that's precisely where the furor lies. When sobriety becomes the biggest news, the moment continued to live even after the Japanese night changed to the morning. Photos that were originally blurry begin to be clarified, not by a sharper camera, but by the context and accompanying emotions. ARMY realized that what they were witnessing was not just a coincidence of two members in the same place, but a rarely seen portrait of intimacy. Intimacy in the sense of humanity, not sensation. Taehyung and Jungkook don't seem to be showing anything. They just exist, and that togetherness feels whole. In the following days, small details appeared again. Another witness revealed that before parting ways that night, Taehyung paused for a moment, stared at the quiet street, and then said something that made Jungkook laugh softly. No one knew the words, but the laughter light, carefree, became a sign that the tension that the public had had time to talk about no longer occupied the space between them. Jungkook then replied with a small gesture, patting Taehyung's arm briefly, as if to say, "I'm here." For many fans, it is precisely these moments of silence that speak the most. There is no need to prove anything. There is no necessity to give an answer. Their togetherness in Japan feels like a needed respite. A respite from overinterpretation, from the demands to always explain, from the pressure to always look perfect. In that pause, Taehyung and Jungkook appear to be themselves. Two people who've been through a lot together and know when to laugh, when to shut up. The discussion shifted. From "what does this mean?" be "how wonderful to see them fine." Many soldiers said they felt calmer after seeing the moment. There's a growing sense of trust that no matter what happens behind the scenes, the two have their own way of maintaining the relationship in balance. And perhaps that's the most powerful message of Japan's quiet nights. Not everything needs to be explained to be understood, as the entertainment world moves swiftly in pursuit of the next highlight. This moment lingers as a tender memory. It does not scream, does not force, but settles. Japan became the setting for a small story about sincere togetherness. A story that was not announced, but felt. And as long as anyone remembers how Taehyung and Jungkook walked side by side that night, the story will live on, quietly but meaningfully, in the hearts of those who witnessed it.